Howdy folks, and welcome to episode 161 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters, and you are very welcome. So, for this episode, we're going to talk about some new stuff that came into the game recently. Before we do that, let's have a look at some things here. Alright, so our assets. We are over 1.1 million dilithium, and we have over 61,000 ore waiting to be refined. We've just over 5,000 fleet marks, and over 760,000 fleet credits. Now, what did I want to show in here? Oh yes, okay, so first things first. We have a number of specialization points. So we're going to spend them, and we are going to finally finish out the temporal operative specialization. So we'll spend these 10, and we'll leave the 3 remaining until next time. So this is the first thing that we're going to do. And if I am correct, this is the last of the primary specializations that we have to complete. The only one that is outstanding is the Constable specialization. So let's have a quick look. Command is done. Intelligence is done. Miracle Worker is done. Pilot is done. Temporal Operative is we just finished. And Commando is done. Strategist is done. And that just leaves Constable. So 15 points there, and then an extra 26 on top of that, banked. So we're coming near the end. We're actually coming close to, you know, hitting the cap, the actual maximum cap that you can have. So that's good progress. We still have 3 points left over there. That's no biggie. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about, and I'm not sure if I talked about this before, it's something called the dilithium exchange. And basically what you can do is you can trade dilithium for Zen. And there is an exchange. It's like you know, any trading market at all, really, except the only thing you trade is dilithium or Zen, and you're trading against or with other players in the game. So we can see right now there is 52,720 Zen available at a price of 259 per Zen, and that's if you want to buy Zen. When that's all used up, then the price will go up to 260, and when that's used up, 261, and so on. If you want to sell Zen, the current price is 258, and there's 53,904 of that currently available. So yeah, you can actually get Zen just by building up dilithium and not spending your real-world money. Personally, for myself, I spend my real-world money on the game. I like to support the game. I think it's very good. You guys have watched this series, and you've seen I've demonstrated how you can go through the entire thing without spending a dime. So that's what I'm going to do here, because there's something specifically that I want to get my hands on, and I want to show it to you guys, and it's a huge recommendation that you get it. So anyway, I want 1,500 Zen at 259 dilithium per Zen. That comes to 388,500 dilithium. So what you do then is you submit offer to buy, and that will move it. Well, first of all, that'll take 388,500 dilithium from your stockpile here, and it'll place it up here. Okay, and we can see our stockpile has gone down here and here also, and we're requesting Zen, and actually it looks like we got it straight away. Boom. Okay, so if we go to history, there we are. There, we actually sold it in one gulp. We actually now have 1,500 Zen. A little trick. Okay, I don't know if again, I don't think I've shown this to you guys before, but it is actually possible to transfer dilithium from one character to another. Now, how do you do that? What you do is, dilithium per Zen you set at the lowest value, which is 25. Okay? And then you type in the amount of dilithium you want to transfer. So let's say 500,000. Can't do that. That's too much. Okay. What wouldn't be too... Well, here, let's do it this way. 5,000 I know is the cap. Right. So 5,000 Zen at 25 dilithium per Zen comes to 125,000 dilithium. What you do then is you submit offer to buy, okay, and that goes up here. All right, you will never sell this. Even if you did, you've just hit the jackpot. All right, but nobody is stupid enough to make the mistake of buying 5,000 Zen at 25 dilithium per Zen. That would be, it's impossible to mess this up. Okay, basically what you do then is you cancel the offer. Okay, and see it goes down here into your exchange balance. All right, and then you switch characters. Okay, to the character that you want to transfer the dilithium to. Then you open up the dilithium exchange by going here and clicking on dilithium exchange, and then you click on withdraw and withdraw all, and then you just hit OK. Ta-da! You have now transferred 25,000 dilithium from one character to another. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to open up the C store. We are going to go to services, and we're going to scroll all the way down here, not too far. So this is a new thing that they introduced into Star Trek Online. Obviously it's called the Elite Starter Pack. Basically what they've done is they got rid of the monthly subscriptions. Now if you already had a monthly subscription, that will continue until you decide to cancel it, and you will gain all the benefits of the monthly subscription for that duration until the point that, you know, the game either dies, which is no time soon, or you decide to cancel the subscription. But nobody can get a new subscription, a new monthly subscription at all anymore. It's gone. It's gone. All right. Like I said, only if you already had one before they made this change and you're still paying for it, that's the only way to keep it. There is no way for anybody to now play the game and get a monthly subscription. That's gone. However, the lifetime subscription is still available, which is basically a one-time flat purchase. It's a one-time purchase for a flat rate. Basically, you just pay a chunk of money and you then become a lifetime member, and that's it. You never pay again. If you're planning on playing the game over the long term, like for years to come, I strongly recommend the lifetime subscription. It is fantastic. You get so much stuff out of it. It is crazy. Plus, and this is the real cherry on top, you get 500 free Zen per month. Every month you get 500 free Zen. It's absolutely brilliant. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this Elite Starter Pack. And this is what they brought in place of the monthly subscription. So here's what it does. When you purchase it, you will immediately be granted the following items once per account. Okay? So immediately you will get 1 extra character slot. You will immediately get 20 shared bank slots. So it's going to unlock the account bank for you. You will get 5 Captain Retrain tokens. That's pretty nice. And you will get the energy cap. You will get the energy cap increase to 2 billion from the free-to-play model or limit, which is 15 million. It'll instantly go up to 2 billion. Now here's the rest of it. Purchasing this product will also unlock a separate reclaim product that will grant the following items once per character on an account. So every character on your account that is either created right now or that you will ever create at any point in the future will instantly get all this stuff as well. 30 inventory slots, 60 bank slots, and 2 bridge officer slots. Okay, so even if you don't have a character created at the time you purchase this, and let's say a year from now you create a new character, you will be able to get this stuff on unlocked for that character as well. This is a fantastic deal. It is brilliant. There's so much stuff in it for 1500 Zen. I strongly recommend it. Anyway, we are going to purchase with the 1500 Zen that we just got. Transaction successful. And we go to promotions, and I think, oh wait, no it's not, it was back in services, wasn't it? Here we are, yeah. Elite Starter Pack reclaims. Let's have a look at our inventory. We should see this increase now for the 30 inventory slots, 60 bank slots, and 2 bridge officer slots. Ta-da! There we go. And our EC cap has increased. We got an extra character slot, and we got all the other bits and pieces. We can see now we have 2 extra bridge officer slots as well. And our bank, if we open it up, there we go. See, look, it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger. And it's a little bit bigger. Ta-da! Fantastic. Okay, I am going to dump some stuff into my bank straight away. That is taking up room in my inventory, and I don't want it there. So this is fantastic. Yes, I strongly recommend you get the Elite Starter Pack. It is so good. So good. So good. Right, I want them. And the summer event is just around the corner as well, so I'll be able to get rid of these bad boys from last year and get some marks for them, because they have been chewing up space in my inventory for so long now. Right. That's that. So I still haven't spent a dime on this account. Not a single penny. And that transaction that you just saw me purchase was completely free to play. Completely free to play. And look, I still have over 730,000 dilithium and another 61 ore waiting to be refined. So yeah, I strongly recommend picking up that Elite Starter Pack. It is so good. The value is brilliant. And here's the next thing, alright, actually. I want to take this out, I want to take this out, and I want to take this out. Okay, let's organize the bank a little bit. Account bank. Ta-da! Alright, so I'm going to put these in the account bank now. And I can transfer these now, these tokens, to any other characters on my account that I either have or will ever have. And I can also transfer energy credits. So just like the dilithium exchange, I can transfer dilithium. If I want to transfer energy credits, I can do it here. Basically, I type in 1 million and I deposit it. And I go over to my other character and then I type in 1 million and I withdraw it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, so you need the account bank for see, this is bound to account. This item, all 3 of these items are bound to account, so I wouldn't be able to send these to any of my other characters without the account bank. I can't put them into the mail because the mail doesn't know that it's going to me. It doesn't work that way. But now if I have any account stuff, I can put them into the account bank and claim them, or use them on my other characters. I want my get in there. Why aren't you going in there? Why isn't he going in there? Ah, there it goes. Okay, bit of lag on the server. Oh, let's see what is next. I'm so happy to have gained all that extra space. It is fantastic. Right, next is a new expansion has just come out for the game. It is called Victory is Life. This has been very, very much anticipated. I am so happy that this has released, and it is freaking awesome. It is so good. It really is. They've done a fantastic job on the new story missions. They're very entertaining. One in particular, you guys will see it. I'll point it out when we get to it. But part of that expansion, actually, let's bring it up here. Victory is Life. Part of it is you can create a new Jem'Hadar captain, which is now part of, or in the new Jem'Hadar faction. Okay, it is not a Dominion faction; it's a Jem'Hadar faction. That is a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless, they've done a great job on the expansion. So you can play as a Jem'Hadar. There is now a Jem'Hadar recruitment event going on. There may be a new series that I'm going to work on, working with that whole thing, the Jem'Hadar recruitment event. Basically, a recruitment event is when you create a specific new character, in this case a Jem'Hadar character, and you complete a number of objectives, and it unlocks a number of account unlock free bonuses like marks and dilithium and all sorts of good stuff like that. So there's a new story arc called the Gamma Quadrant arc, and there is a new Gamma Quadrant battle zone. There is a new queue called the Swarm, and there is a new Gamma Task Force Reputation. The Gamma Quadrant itself is new to the game as well. We can now get to the Gamma Quadrant. Look at it here. This is the Gamma Quadrant, and if we look at this blue line here coming out and down, this is the wormhole here at Deep Space Nine. And so when you go, this is your transition point here. You actually travel to Deep Space Nine, and while in sector space, you can select travel through the wormhole, and it'll bring you, boom, right here into the Gamma Quadrant. Right, okay, so that's that. The next thing I want to do is I want to get my reputation going. So yeah, there is a new reputation called the Gamma Task Force Reputation. We can see it here, it's up at the top. I'm going to select the daily project as always, twice, and we're going to get this working now straight away. I have already pre-played one of the queue, or the queue, the Swarm, and yeah, I've already built up, you can see there I had 107 marks, I'm down to 77 now. So yeah, that's that reputation currently on cooldown and working away. Probably in about 10 episodes-ish, I might talk about having completed that again. We'll see. But I'm going to try and keep this going every day. And as you know, because you've seen me do it, every time you do a reputation for the first time on an account, it takes 40 days to complete. To go from tier 0 all the way up to tier 5. Rightio. Next is close this. We're going to beam up to our ship. Oh, there's a Jemadar right beside us. How did I miss that guy? I was too distracted and paying attention to what we were doing to notice. So what we are going to do is we're going to get a tour now of Deep Space Nine, because one of the things that they done for this expansion is they revamped the Deep Space Nine map, interior and exterior, and oh my god, it is freaking awesome. It is absolutely fantastic. They have done such a good job with it, the environment team. I know Nick Duguid, one of the environment artists, put an awful lot of work into it. It's not only the interior, but it's also ops as well. We're just going to warp out here for a second, because I want to show you guys the travel to the Gamma Quadrant option with the wormhole. But yeah, the environment team done such a great job, and you'll see it in like a minute once we get in there. But yeah, it's been I've been crying for this for so long, and I'm so happy that they've done it. So here we are. See, take wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant. It's just a pop-up, yeah, basically, that comes up, and you can travel to the Gamma Quadrant. Anyway, we will be traveling to the Gamma Quadrant in the upcoming episodes. We're going to go back to Deep Space Nine, because what I want to do is I want to give you a tour of Deep Space Nine for this episode. Excuse me. I'm fighting off a little bit of a chest infection. If I don't sound like my usual self, I apologize, but yeah, that's basically what's going on with me. Now, first things first, the exterior. Now, tell me you do not see a major improvement on Deep Space Nine, the exterior here. And if we go down here, look at the level of detail. Like, look, we can see the decals here for the landing pads, for the runabouts. Of course, my ship is in the way now, but back up, back up. Come on. That is so good. all the lights and everything that's working on it now. There's Cisco's office. That's Cisco's office right there. That window. This is the promenade, obviously, down around here. Habitat ring and docking ring. Yeah, let's go out to one of the pylons here. We'll take a look at some of the detail out here. I mean, look at that. Look at the docking ports themselves. Like, the level of detail is crazy. They have done such a beautiful job on all of this. So yeah, well done to the environment team. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is beautiful, I think, anyway. And yeah, just fantastic. Anyway, we are going to go into Deep Space Nine. There is a couple of new options. So you have first option, beam to Deep Space Nine, beam directly to Ops, or dock at Deep Space Nine. So there was a transporter area in the promenade that you can beam to, or you can come through one of the docking ports and come into the promenade that way, or you can go directly to Ops. For the purposes of this, we'll take the first option. We're going to beam to Deep Space Nine. Or damn it, now that I think about it, I should have went with the dock option, because that's kind of cooler. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. So anyway, prepare to be wowed. At least I hope you're going to be wowed. I certainly was. I love it. Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek series, and they have knocked this one out of the park. Okay, so this is the transporter area, and as we come out, look at this, the spiral staircases. Look who we got here. General Martok, General Kern, Worf's brother, and clearly this is the Replimat from Deep Space Nine. I mean, it's just so obvious that it's the Replimat, which is freaking awesome. This is how you would come in if you docked at Deep Space Nine. You would simply just come in here. Look at this, look at it, I love it. See, return to ship comes up. So this is where you would come in, and yeah, you come through the docking ports. I think it's brilliant, man. They have done such a great job with this. But look at the decals and the displays. We're all familiar with this room for the last story mission. Security office, Odo's office, and we have Odo there as well, along with a Jemadar. And we've seen this before. There we go. Okay. The holding cells in the back. And this is where the security officer is now. So if you have a defeated changeling, want to transfer prisoners or turn over contraband, this is where you can do it now on Deep Space Nine. So alright, let's leave here. Let's see, do we have, this is, yeah, Turbolift Ops and to the upper level. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to continue walking around. Look at the directory. That image is so much sharper than what was there previously. It is absolutely beautiful. You've got Ferengi here, you've got English here, you've got Bajoran, you've got Klingon. This one I'm actually not sure. That could be Romulan, maybe. Oh wait, this is Bajoran. This is Bajoran. Right, what did I say? Ferengi, English, Vulcan. That's Vulcan. Klingon, Bajoran, and Cardassian. That's what that one is. I just looked and I noticed that there's a logo there. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's lovely. What do we got here? We have, oh, Latinum Exchange. So this is where you can exchange things, like, for example, winter crap. So that's the Latinum Exchange. We have the Klingon restaurant. This is not a 50% vendor. It is not available through this dude, but you can get Klingon cuisine from him. And he's singing his heart out there. Look at this, folks. It's Quarks. It's Quarks. Look, we're going in. We're going in. Look at it. There's more. And Quark. It's a oh man, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. And you can actually talk to Quark.
What can I get for you?
Yay! And yeah, there's do you remember before? All right, you would come to Quark's. The door was huge, and you would come up to it, and then you would have to do a map change to get to the Quark's bar map. Not anymore. And look, it has the spiral staircases as well. And if we go up them, we can get to the second level. A little bit dark, but if I remember correctly, this is O'Brien and Keiko's table, if I remember correctly. And look, you can get out onto the second level of the promenade here as well. Look, we're up on the second level. Look, there's the wormhole. Isn't it brilliant? Turbo left down to either the first level or go to ops. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, there is a third level to Quark's. Now, unfortunately, they weren't able to get the holosuites done. Who knows? Maybe at some point in the future they might. But they weren't able to get that done for the expansion. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world by any means. Now I will here. Alright, Nick, if you're watching this, apologies, but look at the dartboard. See that level of detail? Alright, that's what the directory was like beforehand. And clearly, I remember Nick saying that he wanted to do a new dartboard because this was the low-res version from the original Deep Space Nine map, and he just never got around to it. I'm sure he was flat out like trying to get everything done for the expansion, but that's like the level of detail that the directory was like beforehand. So just to give you some, comparison of what it was like. Anyway, let's continue on. The Bajoran Shrine. Not a whole lot has changed here with this, but a little bit. It's a little bit more fancier because look, they've got these stone carvings. You've got the Bajoran orb here as well now, and it generally just looks a lot nicer. So yeah, that was always across the promenade from Quark's, and yeah, you can actually get in there now. It's fantastic. You could jump across that originally, but they put up white boxes to block that out. Okay, continuing on. In here we have, ta-da, sickbay. Actually have sickbay, and this is where you can treat your officers or yourself if you have any injuries. I think they've done a wonderful job on this. It is absolutely beautiful. I should zoom in here, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, this is so familiar of sickbay on Deep Space Nine. I think they've done a brilliant job with it. It's freaking awesome, man. There's another docking port, another one that you can come into. This dude, he's a vendor. Don't really do much with them. I'm not even sure. Is he a 50% vendor? So that'd be 648. No, he's not. He's not a 50% vendor. But it's one of those, little nooks and crannies that are in the game. Here we have a mail terminal. So they're spread around. Look, folks. Garrick's clothes. Garrick's shop. So this is the new tailor on Deep Space Nine. I mean, how freaking awesome is this, huh? And you've got a tailor there and some mannequins and stuff. But here, that's not even the best part. This is the best part. Look at that. You could actually go into the changing rooms and change your outfit. See it down here in the bottom right hand corner. So you can actually access the tailor from going into one of the changing rooms. I love it. It is brilliant, man. It is absolutely fantastic. Okay, along here then we have some other vendors. Honestly, they're meh. Nothing fantastic for many of them. They all sell crap. However, they are 50% vendors. So that is important to remember. Let's see, is this one a 50% vendor? He is. Just make sure I didn't make a mistake and do the same one twice. Yep, 50% vendor. Okay. What have we got here? Frontier devices. So this will be like commodities or something or other. Yeah, consumables. Consumables, that's what it is. Another 50% vendor. And I'm willing to bet that this guy's a 50% vendor as well. Yes, another 50% vendor. Fantastic. Alright, so there we go. We found 4 50% vendors. And I'm guessing that there's another one in here. Kits. Yes, 50% vendor. Let's go over this side. Check out this girl. More kit stuff. And another 50% vendor. Okay, so we've got 6 50% vendors. Granted, all of them located roughly around the same area. Right, kind of nothing much here, but we're coming up to some good stuff, I guarantee you. This, I believe, is a door that's probably going to be used for future missions, maybe even Foundry. Could quite possibly be Foundry. But look at this, Jumja sticks, the Jumja stand, and that's all you can get there is Jumja sticks. It's not even a 50% vendor. Right. What do we have here? Mail access again. Oh yes, this is an important one. Now, this is the Jemadar hub. Here, see the Jemadar logo? And I want you to notice the design of this door. And if you remember the guy that came on Deep Space Nine, it was in one of the early episodes, I think, from Season 1. Do you remember the guy that was a listener? You know, like Guinan's race? Lucarian or something like that? Lucarians. And his name was Malak, I think. And he opened up another gambling establishment on Deep Space Nine. Well, in the show, it was directly opposite Quark's, but that's actually where the Bajoran Temple was. And this was the door, the shape of the door that was in it, and had great big flashing lights up here. But they've used the same design for this door. So this is the Jemadar hub. And you can actually come here as a Jemadar, apparently, and you can go through, you know, the ceremony of actually getting the Ketracel White. You know, we pledge our loyalty to the founders for now and for all our lives, blah blah blah, blah whatever. You can actually have that ceremony played out here if you so wish. Okay, we've got some other. Let's have a look. What is this? Commodities broker. Let's find out if these are 50% vendors. Nothing wrong with knowing that. Alright, that guy's got nothing. This guy does, and he's not a 50% vendor. Nope. Alright. Open the door. God damn it. Let's check out these dudes. 50% vendor. Okay. And check out the second one. It's selling armor. Another 50% vendor. Okay, cool. And there's a Jemadar, looking kind of mean. There was no other. No, just those two there. See another docking port open. And here is the new shipyard. So this is where you can manage your ships and stuff and things. And yes, this is basically the new shipyard. You have your vendor, and you have your tailor for customizing the ships, and you have a equipment dude as well. And let's see if this guy is... He is another 50% vendor. Fantastic. Okay. That is going to be an important one, and here's why. Actually, wait 1 second. Here's how you can repair your starship. Alright? If you have any damage on your vessel, this is where you can come to get it repaired. For free. Alright? So anyway, this 50% vendor here, the reason why that's so important is because directly across we have the bank and exchange, and this is where you are most likely going to be spending most of your time. And here we have exchange access. Ta-da, the exchange. And if we just go across here, we have the bank. Okay? There's the bank. So you're probably going to spend most of your time here because you'll be buying stuff off the exchange, you'll be putting stuff into your bank, Count Bank, maybe even Fleet Bank, and then you'd be coming over here to do stuff on your ship. So this is probably the 50% vendor that you're going to want to note above all others, okay? Because he's just going to be in the right location. And if you remember, this is where we beamed in. See? And if we go up on one of the pads here, we see we have transport to ship here in the bottom right hand corner. And right beside the bank and exchange, there's the mail access, in case you're wondering where the closest one is. Here's bank and exchange, and mail access is right there. Okay, so that's a tour of the promenade. So now let's go up to Ops. We're going to check out Ops. Or, yeah, we don't need to see the second level. We kind of already had a look at it. Let's go to Ops. Whoa.
Does anyone need training?
Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, look at the level of detail there. And look, the view screen. And look, this is where Dax often used to work here. Isn't that something else? Huh? And look, this is where you would transport in if you transported directly to Ops. And look, you can return to ship from here as well. And here we have Cisco's office and Curland. Yeah, we all love Curland, don't we? Curland, here, come in. Cisco's baseball. I actually have one of those on my own desk here. But yeah, look how screen accurate this is. Like, remember himself, Cisco and Dax would often sit there and have chats. There should be a table here. There should be a table here with a couple of chairs, because they used to play chess, and he had a clock on a stand here as well. But yeah, you know, Cisco's been gone for a long time. Look at this Calto Vulcan game, Vulcan Logic game, and then the other entrance into Cisco's office. Yeah, so alright, let's leave there. And this is where O'Brien used to work a lot. O'Brien will be here. Very important. There's a bridge officer trainer on Deep Space Nine.
I was told that.
And
Let's see
you
what
can purchase all your manuals here. So that's pretty freaking cool. That is awesome.
Let's see what we can teach.
Yeah, you can actually do that now from Ops on Deep Space Nine. You can requisition bridge officers as well. But honestly, unless you're... It's not worth it. The bridge officers are crap, and you pay dilithium for them. And then the pit. Look at the pit. Look at the pit. Isn't that brilliant? How many times was Brian down here getting shocked and what have you? Now, here's the one thing I think is so cool. Look at this. The turbo lift actually comes up. We'll back away. Hey! Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I think that is brilliant. So they've done an amazing job on operations, as well as the promenade and the exterior. I know from watching some of the streams that Nick wasn't very sure if he was going to be able to get operations done for the release of Victory is Life. He just wasn't sure if he had the time. And I know himself and a number of the others put in a lot of late hours doing this stuff, and working overtime basically to make sure that this was going to be ready for the release of Victory is Life. And well done to the entire team, because they knocked this one out of the park. It's fantastic. It's just so good. So one thing I do want to point out about this, alright, even though Deep Space Nine has got a revamp, the older missions, like Bully the Road, not Operation Gamma, wait here, Bully the Road, where are we, Cardassian, Second Wave, Bully the Road, yes, not Operation Gamma, not Bejor, Second Wave, yeah, mainly those two. Those missions are going to utilize the old map. Alright, those missions did not get updated, so don't be wondering, oh, my game is bugged, it's using the old map. And no, that's actually the way it's meant to work, because they couldn't just upload the new map because it's so different, that it would actually require a lot of work to you'd have to rebuild the whole mission from scratch, basically. Whether they're going to do that at any point in the future, I don't know. It's possible, but I haven't heard anything about it yet, so I wouldn't be holding my breath. So anyway, yeah, that is everything that I wanted to cover for this episode. Wanted to talk a little bit about the new expansion, Victory is Life. Wanted to do a little bit of housework, spending those spec points. Wanted to set up the Gamma reputation, show you guys that there's been a new reputation, that I've actually started it, and that the next time I mention it, it'll most likely be complete. There are new story missions, there's a new quadrant, Deep Space Nine has got a revamp, interior, exterior, and ops. So yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about and show you guys. Our next episode, we will be getting stuck into the new missions. So here they are here, in the Gamma Quadrant story arc. We will be doing Storm Clouds Gather. That will be the next episode. Oh, by the way, see this stuff? The baseball teams. Blue Bones Andoria. Or Boars. Is that Boars? I think it's Boars. Who's this? Cation Claws. New Berling Craters. Orion Buccaneers. Ferenginar Liquidators. And Jupiter Station Stembolts. There's more of them over there. Thomas Maroney designed all this stuff, and they decided to add them to the Deep Space Nine interior map, which I think he's done a brilliant job with all of them. They're fantastic. They really add some flair to the map. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do on our next episode. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, folks. Thanks a million for watching it. I really, really appreciate it. If you have... if you could, please leave a like. That would help me out enormously. Get the more interaction I get on these videos, the better. Helps with YouTube searches and whatnot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Again, that's more interaction on the videos, and it'll help the channel grow and get the series known. So apart from that, yeah, my name is Winters, and I'll see you next time. So until then, take care.